Hey everyone, it's Stephanie with Raw from Into the Looking Glass in Las Vegas. And what I mean by Raw is a lot of raw talk, discussion on many topics, especially cross dressing, transgenderism, being a transsexual, all of that kind of stuff. There's so much going on right now in the world that I would like to talk about. Um, and just keep in mind, if you like this channel and like all of this, down below, you can contribute, you can donate. We encourage you to jump in, talk with us. I know this is on a Wednesday at 11 a.m. and a lot of people are at work, but you can always contact me through my website, which is also below. I am transgender, a pre-op transsexual, meaning that I've had body work done, not the lower part done. Just it's just for people out there that have been asking me questions and all of that. Yes, I've done laser electrolysis, all of that. I am a senior. Um, Never thought I'd live to be this old, but yes, yeah, old bitch now. And I'm still a performer here in Las Vegas, where I do impersonations of like Reba McEntire and some other people. And it's kind of a dirty, raunchy little underground type show at a club called Flex Cocktail Lounge every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Um, and we don't do drag time, meaning we start on time. And we have a variety of entertainers, everything from singers to comics to regular drag to male to female, all of it. So anyway, today, oh, what else was I wanting to tell you? Oh, yeah, this is all live. So it's not scripted, it's not edited, it's nothing. So if anything is triggering to you, you've been warned, and you don't like these subjects, then go away. That's all I have to say. So, in the news, we recently have had Donald Trump elected, and I was hoping, and I know no one's in here right at the second, but I'm hoping to have a discussion with people. I stay middle of the road with it, with people, how they feel about Trump in office and why. Instead of all feelings, give us some real reasons what you don't like, and then some things that you do like. The country does need to be brought together. So we'll get into that in a little later topic. Also, trending still is people like Brooke Shields and Demi Moore. Um, Demi Moore, from what I remember, and I have to say allegedly, she'd gone down that road of drugs years ago and then got very cleaned up. I'd met her a couple of times in Haley, Idaho when I went up there. I met Ashton and his twin brother. I didn't know he had a twin brother. And that's a funny story in itself. But anyway, I think she's a very beautiful woman and a lot of controversy going on about, well, she's had a lot of work done. And it seems like a lot of these people, if they didn't do any work done, they say ooh and oh, like Madonna. I'm not a huge fan of Madonna, but she's had work done. She looks great, but yet they want to put her down for being 65 years old and having work done. And they would put her down if they didn't. Um, Transsexuals, we as a rule, we get work done. Some of us get a lot of work, some of us don't get any work. Um, it's interesting the outlook on it all. It's also how we've become a throwaway society and how they can look at someone like Demi Moore who does eat healthy and who does exercise and she lives a clean life. And yeah, she's had some work done. And I guarantee you, the way she looks on the red carpet is not the same way she looks in person. And if you're about empowering women, you should be able to empower that because it's their vision and what they want to do to their body. And I'm just not clear why there's so much hate on older people getting work done. And there's a huge amount of guys out there, girls too, that like older women. And I go out with a lot of younger guys that like older women because we seem to have it together more. But anyway, I have a surprise right now. I've had someone that just walked in. I did not do her makeup or nothing. She comes into the store from time to buy wigs and stuff like that. Excuse me. So let me bring her on camera. I'm going to bring this around and tell everyone your name, darling.
Tatiana.
What is it?
Tiana.
I never knew that was your name. So tell us a little bit about you. How old are you?
62.
You're 62.
Yeah.
You're a cross-dresser?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you tell us about your cross-dressing? What got you involved in it? How long have you been doing it? Is it more, and I'm getting right to the nitty-gritty that everyone has on the mind. Is it more of a sexual thing for you, or is it something that you just bebop around town?
Mostly
Wait just a
sexual thing.
second. Let me
Sure.
clean
It's
this.
like an altered personality. I don't know. I kind of developed it. I started when I went to Burning Man like 15 years ago. Maybe.
Okay, so you've been doing this for 15 years.
Yeah.
So is it it's an alter personality? So it's like kind of like a split personality. You're saying?
No, not really.
What's the difference between an alternate and a split?
Because I didn't know I had this sort of like a girly persona inside me until I started dressing up, and then I realized, wow, it kind of feels interesting, good.
Okay, so it leans more to the sexual end, the way you feel and stuff.
Yeah. If I'm just
okay, and so tell them a little bit more about you and everything. And you have no makeup on right now, just the wig, and
right.
You shaved your face.
Right. Yeah, I keep it simple usually, but I don't go out that much.
What do you mean you keep it simple? Do you mean you just don't put anything on, or do you just put very little on, or what does that mean?
Means I don't know. I mean, sometimes I like a lot of makeup, and sometimes I don't even worry about it because I'm just alone anyway. A lot of the time.
Are you concerned about when you go out what people say with you with no makeup on and in women's clothing? And
yeah, I don't know.
Or do you avoid those places?
I avoid those places, really. Yeah, I'm not trying to parade around.
Okay.
I just do it for myself mostly.
Okay. Okay. And so 15 years ago is when you found out. What caused you to cross-dress? Besides Burning Man.
Girlfriends talked me into it.
Mm-hmm.
And dressed me up, and I had fun. So
females or other cross-dressers?
Females.
So you actually have females wanting to dress you up.
Yeah.
Was it a thing where they were more like dominant with you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there like you. So it's nice to, I'm sorry, my nose it's the cold weather. We woke up today. I woke up at my house. It was 34 degrees in Vegas. We got down to 27. 1 second. Yeah. Hey, hon, I'm just live right now. I'll be with you in a minute. I think that's trade. I don't know. No, I'm just teasing. Anyway, I don't keep this very long or anything like that. So you had actual real girlfriends that dressed you up. Yeah. How did that come about? I mean, were you just sitting around one day? Were you in the midst of the throes of it all?
We were at Burning Man.
You were at Burning Man, and there's a lot of freaky stuff out at Burning Man.
Yeah.
Okay. I think there's a place for everything. I do.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself on this cross-dressing? Is it like is it a sexual journey for you or a spiritual journey, or maybe both?
Both. It's probably both.
Yeah. Both. And what have you learned?
I don't know. It's not really something I could put into words. It's just a good feeling. I don't know how to describe.
Well, we just had a comment from someone, and they said, living a lie will always create a big problem in your life and cannot be avoided or denied. That is the problem with mental illness. And that's interesting. That's interesting. They said that. I think there's different levels of mental illness, and the way I look at things, and maybe some people do, maybe some people don't. I'm not denying who or what I am. I know I'll never be a female, no matter how much surgery I have done. I know that. I'm not denying that. And I also know the type of sex I have. I'm not into females. I have a very good outlook on myself, and I'm very secure with myself. I do like living this way. I have had body work done, and maybe that part of the mental illness is helped me deal with things that's happened in my life so I can become a better person and more functional in society and get back to society in a positive way. Now, there's many different levels from absolute batshit crazy to mildly crazy. And we're all crazy to a little bit. Um, I've always said if you want to be the part, look the part, even if you're never going to fully be the part. And anyway, you're alive on camera. If you don't want to be seen, don't show your face. So he's just going to the bathroom. That's actually my first client. Anyway, that's my outlook on it. I, like many psychologists and psychiatrists out there, they probably get into all of this to try to figure out who they are and what they want in life. And with me, I don't know about you, but with me, I've never really fought about who or what I was. I've always known that any kind of sex I'm going to have with a man is homosexual sex. Any sex I have with a female is going to be heterosexual sex. I think the big thing is that we're just all human. And yeah, we have a lot of batshit crazy stuff going on within the transgender community, a lot of extremeness. But once again, I think both sides kind of need to listen to each other and understand. And I'm not denying what you're saying. I'm just asking you not to bring a religion into it. Spirituality is something different. And my belief, because I'm an American, has a lot more, has a lot of clout, just like your clout. You're allowed to say things. We have that freedom. Clout's the wrong word, but we have that freedom to express. We have that freedom to be. And despite what so many think, not all people who are actually transsexual are predators or dregs of humanity. I own a business. I try to give back to my community, not just the gay and transsexual community or TG community, whatever you want to call it. We'll call it the T community. But I also try to get back to the what they're calling the cis community. There's a lot of stuff I don't understand nowadays, and that they turn different terms around, different terminology, kind of like non-binary. I think that's I find it a bunch of bullshit, but I'm still going to respect someone if they're before my face. And I'm not going to ask them what their pronouns are. I'm just going to try to address them by their name. So those are little things. I don't believe in being overly pushy with everything, but I do believe in having a conversation. So anyway, now that I'm off my soapbox from the troll that just posted that, which I think is interesting, and some of it I agree with. So what's your outlook on what Trump just signed into office? Or do you know about it?
I'm not even aware. I try not to pay too much attention.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's going to affect anyone. It doesn't have, just because the government is saying a man's a man and a woman's a woman, I still don't think that's going to affect the majority of us. It might affect cross-dressers more than it will actual trans who's had body work done and name changes and all of that done. Most of my family is very right-wing, and I kind of come from a political background. Most of them, they're not as judgy as you think they are. And sad to say, a lot of the transsexual stuff, and cross-dressing and all of that is based on feeling more than anything else. It's the way you feel. And it can be very narcissist, can be extremely selfish, because you get caught up in your outward transition, and real transition starts on the inside first, and then it works its way out. And if transitioning in your life does an outward transition, majorly messes your entire life up, meaning you can't get a job, or you have a hard time blending into society, or you can't afford to do certain things and can't figure out how to do that, maybe you should hold off for a little while. That's my outlook on it. But anyway, well, off the soapbox, I'm sorry. I just wanted to introduce you because you just walked in, and I said, okay, let's get you on this and talk about it. So where are some of the places you go in Vegas when you go out?
Um, I I don't go out dressed up. I mean, I just
Oh, okay. You stay at home.
yeah,
You get your trade off a
right,
grinder
yeah.
or
I
something like
mostly
that.
only dress up at home.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. So, the rest of the time you just go out as a guy and live your life as a
right,
guy.
yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
All right.
So, anyway, this is just a quick little segment. And thank you for agreeing to do this. You're buying a new wig today. So I hope you like the wig that you got. Um, so did you get that one? You got that one too.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you've done some things with that. Yeah, I believe that one's a human hair one.
Wow.
Or semi-human, half human hair. Anyway, just want to thank you. My name's Miss Stephanie. If you like, make sure you hit likes, subscribe, share. Let's start a conversation about is this. No, she is not getting a makeover from me. She has come in to buy a wig, and she's a cross dresser, and she's going back home. I will be doing another makeover live probably next week, but I try to keep this short and sweet and maybe not sweet, but you know what I mean. Anyway, and show you the different teas that are out there and talk about different things that's within our community. Um, you wouldn't want to do an interview, would you? He's like, oh no, 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 no. I'm waxing him, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, I just want to thank everyone and hope everyone is doing great today. And remember, it's not the end of the world. It's just the beginning of everything. Think positive thoughts, be happy, and make things happen for yourself. And make sure that you take care of yourself physically and mentally. And if you need someone to talk to, reach out to someone because there's so much crap going on nowadays and confusion and just everything. So, remember, there's different outsources. Here in Vegas, you can always go to the center, and there is a psychologist that's there. I know her as Izzy. She's one of the sisters uh, with perpetual indulgence, and she helps trans people, cross dressers, all of that. And they will also help you if you need any medical advice or places to go for anything. So, anyway, thank you. My name's been Stephanie, and this has been live, raw, and unedited. Have a great day.